Hey everybody, it's the old man here along with Seamus, and boy oh boy, we just saw the new Star Wars trailer, and
Fucking yikes.
it is awful.
Like, is the CG getting worse? Like, I always prefer practical effects, but like everything about it seems like an After Effects plugin. Like, that first shot, like those are not obviously not real sparks. Like, it looks like kind of an okay matte painting or something like that. It's probably a Photoshop document, in that window that she's looking through. Sparks aren't falling quite right. It's kind of like a snow effect and those off-brand Walker things that look a bit more like the zombie monkeys from the Gorillaz Clint Eastwood video. They have this really kind of flat shading to them, which comes off as very fake. And Mark Hamill seems very tired. uh,
He really does.
well, yeah, what is there? There's so much going on. What's with the rabbit thing? Like, it turns out that was real. That is in the movie.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that stupid rabbit penguin thing.
Yeah,
I
what
don't need any of that.
what things confused you the most?
Well, for starters, it doesn't look like Star Wars. It looks like freaking Dragon Ball Z. All this talk about raw
Yeah,
power levels. It's like level 88, Super Saiyan.
yeah.
Go!
Now we can use the special dark side Jedi move, Force Choke.
Like,
Uh, it looks and the way the trailer is edited, like it doesn't seem like a Star Wars movie. Like, it doesn't seem like a grand like adventure serial. It looks like the Last Airbender.
well, and that's another problem too with the new Star Wars, is I really thought that Jar Jar Abrams' visual style was going to contribute to Star Wars because it used a lot of dynamic camera angles and interesting shots. And it got away from the traditional Star Wars documentary style, which looks so flat in the episodes 1, 2, and 3. But my God, this you can dress up a turd all you want, but I think in this case it just makes it look even worse.
Yeah, there's something wrong because it's like
Like
whatever CG like shots that they're releasing, who knows? Maybe all of this shit isn't even going to be in the movie due to reshoots.
well,
Just
it's
like
barely coherent. Like the trailer was barely coherent. I can only imagine that the film itself is going to be barely coherent.
yeah, what was I supposed to feel? Was it supposed to be scary or exciting, or in which
I don't
case,
know what the deal is
why
with that.
why is the bunny rabbit there? It's like I don't really
Once
need
again,
comic relief in a fucking trailer.
yeah. Well, once again, we're cashing in on the freaking teddy bear, as if we didn't learn our lesson. Over 30 years ago with Return of the Jedi. Now we're trying the same nonsense again.
Yeah. Also, ice foxes, like that. The CG shit. Like, I guess what makes a Star Wars alien, whether it's a bipedal one or I guess tauntauns are bipedal too, or like really any of those things. It's like they're meant to be kind of gritty and have some weight to them. Like the rabbit, the ice fox thing, they seem like they're from a different movie. Like like they're from the Golden Compass or like the
It
Lion, the
really
Witch, and
does.
the Wardrobe.
It looks Golden Compass bad as far as like the characterization or the animal effects, the creatures. The creatures look like they came out of the Golden Compass, which is some of the worst looking animation I've ever seen in my life.
Like it's everything's very light and airy, like not and too clean. It's like Star Wars. The yes, Star Wars is science fantasy, but the fantasy part has completely consumed like any semblance of what Star Wars was.
Now, one thing that I will say that the trailer was very coherent about, and this is the part that really made me mad, is that it gave away the freaking climax. Like we know now what the whole movie hinges on, and it's either one of two things. It's either Kylo Ren blowing up his mom, which is stupid, by the way, or two, it's about Rey looking for guidance from Kylo Ren, which is also freaking stupid. Like, way to can us into an emotional response here. Like,
So there's a new trailer, is there?
Yes, and it
There
sucks.
is.
I'm watching it right now.
Well, don't hold your breath.
Yeah, it's.
I think the AT-ATs look cool.
No, they look so flat. Something about the coloring, like they have a different shader on them than everything else in the movie. Like it reminds me of like Wind Waker or something. Like it's a little bit toon shading. Maybe it's just the shot, or maybe it's not finished, or it's the color gray. But
I don't think it's fully rendered.
in which case, why would they release it? It's like they work on shots specifically for trailers. You know, trailers are an industry in themselves. And it's like, and as I was saying to Jim, it's like half this shit's probably not even going to be in the movie. They're going to cut it just like they did with Rogue One. So why not have it be finished? Or maybe it is finished and something horribly wrong has happened here. I don't know. Is this the new style? I mean, I guess that's bound to happen. Like as a series, gets old like that and is just exploited and reduced to like its bare iconography. Like, yeah, you round off the edges and you make it a bit bright and candy-ish and hope general audiences will like it. So when do you think Star Wars is going to burn out? Because they have a fucking movie like every year now.
What the fuck is that Furby penguin thing?
That's exactly what we were wondering.
Yeah, like that thing's an image of that thing with Chewbacca was released, I think, like a couple months ago at this point, and like people weren't sure if it was real. It's like, come on, that's not in the movie. That's ridiculous. I mean,
all I can say is some 30-odd years Lucasfilm cashed in on the teddy bear, and now they're cashing in on the Furby. Way to go, though. You're about 15 years too late for that trend.
Yeah, if you're going to have Furbies, have it be like scary, like in real life.
Hold on, what's she saying at the end? Oh, God.
And this is the part that I was talking about that upset me just before you came in. It's like they gave away the whole climax of the movie. It's either going to be Kylo blowing up his mom or Rey asking Kylo what she needs to do next.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's like, and I can't really tell, like, that weird, like, toon lighting, the weird lighting that's on everything, weird shading, and the overabundance of CG. It's like, I think the environments are kind of seeping into my view of the actors, and that like they're starting to look kind of fake.
Yeah.
Or at least like there's a disconnect with them in the background. Like that's actually Carrie Fisher, right? They didn't do
No, that's actually Carrie Fisher. They finished all the principal photography with her before she kicked the bucket.
Do you think? Here's the question: do you think they're going to kill her in this movie?
Yeah.
To provide an excuse, much in the way that they had Mark Hamill mauled by a Yeti at the beginning of Empire to cover up his car accident.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or do you think they're going to do a Tarkin?
No.
And
there's a difference between doing like a Tarkin with Peter Cushing, who's been dead like fucking forever, and Carrie Fisher, who literally like just died a couple of years ago. That would kind of like make a lot of sensitive people all pissy.
God, yeah. If I were some incompetent, like art director or producer or whoever, some exec, what would I do? What would be the wrong thing to do? Because that's what it would be.
I wasn't even all that impressed by the teaser, but I honestly think the teaser was a lot better than this hot steaming pile of garbage that they called a Star Wars trailer.
I can't even remember what was in the teaser. What was it?
It was basically Luke telling Rey that it's time for the Jedi to end or some shit.
Which, if you ask me, I'd be more than happy if the Jedi went away, just so we'd stop making stupid ass movies about them.
Well, you gotta have the lightsaber porn. So all the fanboys will fucking dish out money for the 12-inch figurine and multiple viewings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't it like not look like it looks like a fantasy movie? Like not it doesn't have that sci-fi edge to it. Everything's like a bit clean.
Yeah, it really does. And like you were saying, I don't know if it was the lighting or something else, but like even the characters' faces looked a little fake.
Yeah, and they have like there seems like with that close up of Carrie Fisher, there seems to be this ring lighting, and so like I noticed this seems to be in what's going to be in every one of these movies now is that like they have these like really bright fluorescents like right in front of the actors' faces, and so like you can see the reflection of it in their pupils. It's like a mo money mo problems, you know, with the ring lights on the
Well,
sunglasses.
yeah, they did that originally with the Fellowship of the Ring to make it look like Galadriel had stars in her eyes, which is the way the character was described in the book. But everybody thought it was a cool effect, just like they thought bullet time was a cool effect in The Matrix. Now everybody wants to copy it and do the exact same thing that everybody else before them was doing and not try to break any freaking ground. You want to go for the safe bet and just do what works. And
Yeah,
unfortunately, that's extended to one of the most groundbreaking franchises of all time, mother trucking Star Wars.
yeah, there's so many things off. Like it doesn't.
I'm sorry, I'm hot tonight. Like, I was actually pretty chill, and then I watched this, and I was extremely disappointed, and then I got mad that I was disappointed.
I could have gone my whole life without saying this, but now that we're doing this show, I have to be subjected to this crap.
I'm glad that I got the notification that this was going live. Fuck, I would have missed this suffering amongst friends.
We messaged you twice, dude.
Yeah, my phone decided to take a dump on me, so I got to go over to the old phone carrier store tomorrow and get that sorted out.
Yeah, you're gonna go down to the Boost Mobile shop and get yourself another burner.
Oh yeah.
But here's something. I asked Jim about this. Sam, let's see what you think. You're also a fellow filmmaker. In the very first shot with it's like some imperial officer looking out a window.
Let me see. Oh, I think that's good old daddy. Yeah, that's daddy issues looking out the window.
I don't even know who that is, dude.
Yeah, Kylo Ren.
Is that who that is?
Yeah. Did you not see those fantastic flowing locks?
He has a short skirt.
It's
Maybe.
like tunic-y thing.
But look to his left. Like, look at those sparks falling down. Like, doesn't that seem like really wrong? Like, either it's not the right color temperature and it's falling at a weird rate. Like, it's not like the real sparks from the originals. It's like a snow effect, like an after effect.
How you gonna know he's evil if he doesn't have fire in the background of some kind?
Yeah, but doesn't it look so fucking bad? There's something so fake about it. Like it's not falling right. Like it's too slow.
Well, like this shot looks like the only thing real about it is daddy issues. Like the reflection doesn't even look real. Like on the tiles there.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's fuck.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't look like a matte painting that he's looking at. Like it looks like concept art from like a video game. Like
yeah, like this is all really uncanny valley because like you can see clearly that he's real, but absolutely nothing there is.
I think the control panel on the left is. No, I'm not sure. No. Everything's lit so flat. It's like a TV show.
Well, it's kind of like the Marvel movies, how everything is very flat lighting, aside from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, because they're emulating comic books, whereas I thought this was supposed to be. Yeah, or the fucking those walkers. Something about them seems so wrong. Like they, it looks like something from like the cartoon.
Oh god.
Also, they have giant monkey fists for some reason.
Gotta try to make them look a little bit different, but still exactly the same.
Yeah. Do you also think that they look like the giant apes from the music video for Clint Eastwood? I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine.
I
Not
don't think I've
bad.
seen that. Well, you know what? I mean, fuck, watching this just makes me want to get another ticket to see Blade Runner 2049. Just wash the bad taste out of my mouth.
I don't know. It's fucked up. It's like I want to think that like some things, like a lot of these shots, it's like I'm just going shot by shot here. Like that vertic or that aerial shot
Mm-hmm.
of the Kylo Ren and the snow troopers walking through what looks like a volcano or like the
It looks
stage of
like they're just trekking right into Mordor.
yeah, or, yeah, they're walking into like an Amanda Palmer album.
Yeah.
But
It's
like
I can't help but
seem right.
I can't help but make the joke though when like Ray like cracks the ground and everything. He goes, "This raw power, I haven't felt it since." I wanted to fill in that sentence with since my wife was on the rag.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. I hate
I'll say
that
it
shot.
again. It was Dragon Ball freaking Z.
Hey, maybe her hair will turn blonde in this one. She'll like go Super Saiyan.
See, that'd be fucking hilarious.
All that this needs is just Shia LaBeouf like standing behind Kylo Ren all the time and just egging him on.
Just do it.
Yesterday,
Don't let your
you
dreams
said
be
some
dreams. Yeah, like also, what's with that line that Mark Hamill gives? Like, it seems like some weird writing. Like,
I don't know which line you're talking about. Honestly, I was trying to watch this while you guys were talking, which was a bad idea on my part.
it's when he says, I've seen this raw strength only once before.
Oh yeah.
It didn't scare me then." And then the line is, "It does now."
Yeah.
It does now. You think it would be like? Actually, I'm not sure why I'd be saying this.
Luke Skywalker is a powerful woman.
Yeah, I've never seen a character with this little development.
Oh boy.
But yeah, it's good to see that you can, cause fissures in the ground and mind control people with no training. It's good to have your character be good at everything and to have everyone like them. That makes someone who's really sympathetic, you know?
See, this is one thing, like, again, that I don't like about the expanded universe, just because so many characters in there are ridiculously overpowered, and, like, it just really takes me out of it. Because there's only so much that I can, like, I guess, deal with when I'm dealing with, like, fucking space wizards and shit. This is just a step in the direction of the bad expanded universe where people are destroying like entire stars with their minds and shit like that, or creating like alchemy rituals to wipe out the whole galaxy.
Yeah. Hey, are you saying you don't like Knights of the Old Republic too?
Not really.
It's like I do agree that the powers given to the KOTOR Sith are a bit much, but I don't know. For the specific atmosphere of that game, that's when I'll let it slide, because that's a game where you are constantly looking over your shoulder, because it's
Like,
basically a horror game.
yeah, but like, here's the thing though: how do you go from people like literally destroying planets with their minds to people struggling to fucking pick up a
With the rock.
lightsaber? Yeah, like, God, it's
Well,
it's just wildly inconsistent to me, and it really bothers me.
well, I think KOTOR addressed it pretty all right. They basically Kreia, your gray turned dark side mentor there, kind of describes it in like the sense, like the Greek idea of like the eras. It's like, oh yeah, there was the golden age, and then the age of heroes, and the silver age, and the age of man, which is the worst one, which is what we're currently in. You know, the idea that everything's constantly getting worse, and we're heading towards like entropy. And because at one point your party goes to the tombs of the ancient Sith, and she goes like, oh yeah, we are, compared to those who came before us, we are just children playing with toys.
I would love it if one of the ancient Sith was Nicolas Cage's character Gary Faulkner with the samurai sword. In fact, he needs to be in this new Star Wars movie.
Yeah, why not?
Well, that's about the quality we've come to expect from this parade of chaos.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson's going to be in the Han Solo movie, so why not?
Woody Harrelson's actually pretty cool dramatically, though.
Seems like a fun guy.
I mean,
watch True Detective, and you will understand Woody Harrelson's ability to do something serious.
Woody Harrelson is all right.
Ugh.
But anywho, I got to get up in the morning, and I think it's a 2-minute trailer, and we've been going on for a good 15 minutes or so.
Has it really been that long?
God,
yep.
Damn.
Thereabouts.
Jeez.
Well, okay, so before we go, I'll just put in a plug. I should be putting up my spoiler review for Blade Runner 2049 pretty soon. So.
Sounds good. What's your last words on the trailer there, Sam?
Poop.
Awesome. I guess
works for me.
Yeah, I guess I would say Disney, you have a near media monopoly. You have billions of dollars at your disposal. You can afford real sparks and miniatures and not have to use the prepackaged After Effects plugins for all of your effects. So keep that in mind.
And I'll just say that I opened up YouTube hoping to see a new Star Wars trailer, and all I got was Dragon frickin' Ball Z, because that's apparently what we have devolved into. Pointless anime and Jedi porn. I'm the old man, and this is the Geekcast signing off.